People will respect you when you got money. Don't try and buy stuff to make people respect you. Just get yours. All right, so people want to know exactly how I quit the 9-to-5 and exactly how they can do the same. I want you to know the Freedom Dragon is here, and I'm about to tell you exactly in the no BS fashion how I quit my job and how you can do the same. You are the creator of everything around you. I recently put out a video, Americans' #1 problem, around how the issue with most Americans is that they put independence over interdependence. And that becomes a major issue because once you get out in the world and grab your independence, grab your respect as an independent adult, you most likely have already changed yourself to a life of dependence on some other entity. There is no true independence unless you are independent in all forms. This country was founded on independence. Our largest holiday, just about, is around independence. We have a propaganda, a shared mind, a shared mindset in this country that independent is better. Our women are independent, our children are independent, and our families, the individual members of our families, are independent. They don't need anyone but themselves, and everyone lives their lives in this fashion. It's either my way or the highway. But that is keeping all of us poor. It's keeping all of us poor. Without working together, there is no growth in any society or culture. If you live a 100% independent lifestyle, you are going to be churning your own butter. You're going to be milking your own cows. You're going to be fixing your own car. And you are going to be struggling to get anything done because you're so independent. Now back to what I was saying before my furnace kicked on and started to interrupt the boss. By the way, I went over there, I was like, Furnace, you better get your stuff together, dog. Who do you think you are interrupting a boss in the midst of a U-ith, two-bith video? How dare you interrupt the king during the U-ith of the two-bith of the video? If you weren't heating my house, if you weren't keeping me alive, I would destroy you. And it kicked off just like that. Just like that, and after me eating lunch for like 30 minutes. Anyway, as I was saying before, independence is killing the financial prosperity of Americans. We are poor mentally because of our quest for independence and because of our quest for respect. And we are brainwashed to believe that independence and getting all of the respect you can is the best route. We're brainwashed by all different kinds of things into buying a house before we need it, buying a car better, bigger, badder, faster before we need it. It's ridiculous. Downsize your life, downsize your ego, and you can live a better life. You can be free, okay? You can't take flight if you have 1,000,000 pounds on your back. And we are convinced that we should put these expensive assets on our backs just to be cool. Like, look at me. I'm already cool and I don't have any assets. Right? Right? I'm taking those crickets as a definite hex. Yeah, brother, you're the coolest man I've ever seen. And I agree, YouTube. I totally agree. Back to what I was saying, as a cool person. Stick around to the end of the video because I am going to tell you exactly how you break that cycle of independence and are able to quit your job today. But before I get into exactly how you quit today, I'm going to tell you a little bit about my mom. My mom and I have lived together for just about my entire life. I moved away for about a year to go to school, but I ended up coming back for this reason or the other. And we have leaned on each other during different stages of life. A year or two ago, we ended a phase where I was helping my mom by putting her through school. She was able to go to college and focus 100% on college because I was able to make money at my corporate job and allow her to get the time that she needs to be successful as she needs. And then fast forward some time, I was at a point in my life when I needed to grow. My mom now takes care of me as I'm taking flight from the 9 to 5. My mom now takes care of me as I'm going after financial independence. I've created my time independence by leaving the 9 to 5, and I'm going to create my financial independence by working on so hard and building up my brand as I do it. This is exactly how I was able to quit the 9 to 5. And this is exactly how you can do it the same. So let's get into exactly how you can quit today. 1, sell the house. Your house or apartment that you're in, go ahead and get rid of it and go back to your parents' house. Ask yourself, even if you don't have parents that can do this, ask yourself, if I became paralyzed today and I could not work, I couldn't make any money, who would take care of me? Would I die in the streets alone? Some people might answer that maybe. I don't want to be so privileged as to assume that everyone has a great answer to this question. But I'm assuming that most people watching this video have someone who would take them in and feed them as they're living out the rest of their life paralyzed. Just go ahead and cut the middleman out and go live with them today. Get rid of your house. You don't need it. Unless it's actually making you money, in which case keep it and rent it out. Get rid of your fancy car. You don't need that Beamer. You don't need that G-Class. Put your Mercedes back in somebody else's lot. Sell it. Sell all the fancy cars, the fancy doodads that you got, and go live with whoever it is that would take care of you if you couldn't make any money. Go do that today, and you will have the first half of freedom, time freedom. So first, you acquire your time freedom, and then you use that time freedom to put effort and resources into a single activity, business, startup, venture, into something that will one day produce enough for you to be free. With that, I want you to know it's not exactly easy. It's not exactly cool for me to tell people that I live in the same house as my mom. And it hasn't been cool for a long time. Or ever. But hey, the people that needed you to be independent and flashy in order for you to hang out with them, in order for you to be cool enough to be with them, they aren't the people who you want around anyway. That is exactly how you attain your freedom. Take this message, spread it to your families, spread it to your kids, spread it to your brothers, your cousins, your uncles. Maybe you can create a plan where you all come together in a single house and build each other up. That's what I would recommend. If you do that, let me know in the comments exactly what you did and how you did it, and I will see you next time as we're taking flight from the 9 to 5. Oh yeah, I'm back. Okay. Okay, enough. Anyway, we are rolling? Yes, we are. But before I get into that, gotcha. Okay, enough of these games.